Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to be showing you a full tutorial on how to build our expansion. Feel free to pause at any time. Here's all the parts you need. You are going to need 3 2x5 C channel, 1 2x10 C channel, 1 2x18 C channel, a handful of hex nuts, a bunch of rubber bands, 2 purple screws, 2 green screws, around 2 yellow screws, 1 or 2 orange screws, a string, however much you want for your expansion. So what we did was a full field length, a hex nut off of a pneumatic piston tank, or whatever else you want to use that's heavy enough that could fit on a standoff. You will also need 1 7/8 inch spacer and 1 1/4 inch spacer. And last but not least, 2 1-inch standoffs. Okay, so we're going to start off by getting our 2x18 long C channel. Okay, you got that. Now, we are going to grab our 2x5 long C channel. Then, we're going to take the 2x5 long C channel and put 2 yellow screws into each of the bottom holes. Then, we're going to go to the back of the 2x18 C channel and put the screws in the last 2 holes. Just like that. Now we're going to take 2 hex nuts and screw those on to the screws. We like to use a drill and an open-ended wrench, which we call wrench, to screw these in. But you can use an Allen wrench or any other tool you have to screw them in. After that, it should look like this. Then we are going to go 6 holes and put another 2x5 long C channel on the first hole with a purple screw that goes all the way through the other 2x18 C channel. Then we're going to take the last 2x5 C channel, and we're going to put that on the first hole through the same screw, just like you can see there. Then we're going to take a hex nut and screw it on there as well. Then we screw that in, just like that. And make sure it's not too tight where it's hard to move, but it's not too loose where it moves freely. Otherwise, your expansion will go off mid-match. So it should be kind of hard to move, but not so hard where a piston wouldn't be able to push it down. Now the next step, we're going to take a purple screw and put it through the second middle hole down. Going through both 2x5 C channels. And then we are going to take our spacers from before, our 7/8 inch spacer and our 1/4 inch spacer through the purple screw. Just like so. And then after I get this in, if I can, hold on. You might have to push it a little bit. because it's got to be kind of tight. There. Now we take another hex nut and tighten that screw down. And this can be as tight as possible because those things don't need to be spinning. They're just there to hold down the latch. Sorry for the long wait. We aren't doing many cuts to keep this video full so that you can see the full thing that we did and not miss out half the parts. Alright, so the next step we are going to do is take the 2x10 C channel, and we are also going to get a orange screw. And we're going to put the orange screw in the first corner hole on the left when you're looking at it from the side. Then we are going to put it on the second hole down with the C channel facing where the flat side is up, just as you can see there. And then you put another hex nut onto the screw. It kind of helps to lift it up a little bit, put it down. And then we are going to tighten that, like usual. While we're tightening this, it seems like a great time. We are also going to be posting more parts of our robot here shortly. We have remodeled it since the last competition and have first now made this. So make sure to stay tuned. It should look like that. The screw shouldn't be too tight, so this thing should be able to move with ease, but not be too loose where it wobbles around. Now we take our 1-inch standoff and we put that on the first middle hole from the back. So we're going to do that with another orange screw. Right through that hole right there. You can use Loctite as well if you would like, but we don't need that at the moment. It should look something like that. Now we take our other 1-inch standoff with another orange screw. And we are going to put that on the third hole from the front of the 2x10 C channel. Just like you can see right, if I could keep it in there, right there. And now we are going to put the standoff on that screw. Like I said again, you could use Loctite to make sure that they don't come off, but we are not going to use that at the moment. Okay, so it should look something like this. That can move up, and once that goes down, that little lever that we made will go up once we add some rubber bands. Now we're going to grab 2 green screws, even though I'm pretty sure we only need 1. So scratch that, 1. Now we are going to, I just put that there so I didn't lose it. But we are going to grab our last 1/4 inch spacer and put that on the end of that and tighten the hex nut. That'll make it so that when our lever arm goes up, it will stop it and jolt the string with the nut off to get the full field expansion, hopefully. Should look something like this. So when that goes down, that'll go up and it'll hit right there to stop it and hopefully fling it off. That's there, cannot go up. But then when that comes off, boom. So it should look like this so far. We are getting to the final steps of the process now. Our next step that we are going to do is take what I believe is a 7/8 inch spacer. We have not measured it currently, but any spacer will work except for the littler ones. Anything about this size will work. And we are going to take a yellow screw and put it through the bottom last hole through the top of the C channel, through the flat side. And then we are going to screw this standoff onto it. This is so that the rubber bands can go from the other standoff on the launcher down to there, so that it has enough power to pivot and enough tension to shoot the nut across the field. Just like that. And then our next step that we are going to do is add rubber bands. You can add the rubber bands however you want. You'll need more of them if you add them this way. The first way that we were showing you is with just putting them normally. So we're going to quickly add all those, show you how much tension that'll have. This might take a moment, so bear with me. We'll be posting more content like this in the near future. So make sure to subscribe, and make sure to subscribe to our other team's channels, who has really helped us improve and make us become the great team that we are today. Now after you add the rubber bands, it should look like this. Works pretty well. But I do not recommend this because you will waste a lot more rubber bands. Otherwise, you can do any other way that you can think of to make it more tension, wrap it, loop it. But what seems to work decent, you could do the double loop, or we just like to twist them up around a little bit. It saves more room so they aren't taking up 2 rubber band lengths or just one looped around thing and have a little bit more tension. We add about 10 rubber bands or so, depending on how far we want to expand. When we want to do our full field expansion, we have around, I would say, 15 to 20. So it does turn out to be a lot of rubber bands, but it is worth it, which you'll see at the end of the video. I'm going to speed through this next clip just like I did before, so that you can see it all done. Boom. Okay. So this is what it'll look like now. That goes down, boom, that'll fling up. That goes down, boom. Once you're done with enough tension, it should be kind of hard to actually push it down. And be careful, because if this thing fires, it will hurt. So now our next step is to get the string. Make sure you have Vex legal string. For this demonstration, we are not using Vex legal string, but we will be in the near future. So you tie the nut to the string with any just basic knot. Make sure it's tight. Then you are pretty much ready to go. Put that on your thing. I like to roll up the string however you would like, but I like to loosely roll it up around my hand. And we have a compartment, but I will show you that if we get 20 likes. Here's the expansion in action. Wow, that's a lot of tiles. Here we go. We're going to count the tiles now. 1 tile. 2 tile. 3 tiles. 4 tiles. 5 tiles. 6 tiles. 7 tiles. 8 tiles. 9 tiles. 10 tiles. 11 tiles. And that's pretty good. 11 tiles. We are probably going to make multiple of these linked up to one piston if we can to maximize the amount. We make cool videos like this all the time, so make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss another video. Have a great day.